My parents warned me never to look out the window at night. Tonight I found out why. Ever since I was a kid, my parents always made me follow one rule. No matter what, never look out the window after dark. Whenever I asked them why, they would always give me the same exact answer. It's for your own good. What was even more weird was that everyone in my town followed the same rule too. So I just figured it was normal until I left for college and realized no one else did that. When I came home for Christmas, my parents reminded me, don't look out the window tonight. I told them I wouldn't, but this time I didn't mean it. The second they left my room, I sat up in bed and stared at the curtain. That's when I remembered something. When I was 12, I had to stay home from school because I was sick, and when I got up to get water, I heard my mom crying in the kitchen. I was confused about why she was crying, so I looked through my parents' bedroom door to find her breaking down into tears next to my dad. Then she said she was only 7. She looked out. Didn't she? She asked. Then my dad agreed. But that same night, he came upstairs into my room and locked my window. Just for safety, he told me. But the next morning at school, all the kids were talking about a girl that died and how they found her lifeless body next to a shattered window. From that moment on, I promised myself that I'd never look out the window until tonight. So I stood up, walked toward the window, and touched the curtain. And then out of nowhere, I heard a howl. It sounded like it came from the woods behind our house. So I stumbled back with my heart racing with fear. Something was out there, but I didn't know what, and I didn't want to know. I tried my best to sleep, but I woke up at 3 a.m. covered in sweat. Then I started hearing some growling outside my window. Now I needed to know what was out there. So without wasting any time, I yanked the curtain open and just froze. The window was black, but I heard it. Claws tap it, getting closer to me. Then a face slammed against the glass. I screamed. It had big hollow eyes, leaking black sludge like tar. Its gums were dark black, and the teeth looked like they could unalive a man, even if they came near him. But then the glass started to crack, and I just couldn't move. My dad burst into my room and fired on the glass with his shotgun. Whatever it was vanished into the dark, while the window glass went all over my bed. Oh my God, Nathan, how hard is it to follow one rule? I couldn't speak. All I could do was just sit on the floor, regretting what I just did. Then my mom ran into my room crying. Is it gone? She asked. It'll be back, my dad growled. He shoved the shotgun into my arms and said, follow me. Then we went into the basement and came back out with a machete and a metal spray bottle. He soaked the blade with the liquid in the bottle and just waited at the door. Then out of nowhere, the creature slammed into the front door, with its claws tearing through the screen. The whole house started shaking. I raised the shotgun, while my dad screamed, now! I aimed for its head and fired. Then my dad tackled it and slid the machete into its skull. Blood went all over my hallway, while my mom just threw a tarp over the door. She kissed my cheeks and checked for any wounds. Then she pulled me toward the basement. Your dad has to clean up. We sat down there for what felt like hours. Then my dad finally came down, with his machete dripping in blood, and just sat in a chair. I finally asked, Dad, what was that thing? He just stared at the wall and said, where do you think all that howling comes from?